Hey everyone, welcome back to Review Wars. I'm Kyle.
Jay.
And today we're going to do a game review. We're going to go over Mafia 3 and what we think about it. Jay, what'd you give it?
I like it.
You like it? Oh,
I like
that's
it.
interesting.
I played Mafia 1, hated it. Played Mafia 2, played a little bit.
Yeah, sucked.
Didn't really care for it, but
Okay.
it was fun, but I didn't care for it. Probably a 5, I guess.
5, okay.
But Mafia 3, it is definitely, I mean, the Mafias have always been just a complete copy of Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah,
and,
complete and utter
Yeah.
just sham. Yeah.
Yeah, when you got Grand Theft Auto, it was like, probably, like the last one, 5? Is it probably a 10?
Yeah,
in my book.
they're all
everything.
relatively like 9s and 10s.
Yeah, gameplay's not as good on consoles. PC is always better. But
debatable, but that's fine.
But Mafias have always been this.
it's always
with
been-
Mafia 3, I saw the trailer, hated it. Hated it.
Yeah.
I saw gameplay on Twitch, hated it. Looked stupid. But
Yeah.
I played it. I got it on GameFly. Free advertising. You're welcome.
I don't think they're ever going to give us anything, but it's fine. Keep going. Maybe. I feel like this is just your way to,
I'm trying. I'm reaching. I'm reaching
reaching,
here.
yeah. Reaching.
Okay,
Just
so
gotta do it,
Mafia
just
3,
gotta
I
do it.
got it.
Yes.
And I played it complete out of obligation. Complete.
No
Now,
one made you play this game.
yeah, I didn't want to, but it
I
came
don't know
in.
why you played it. All right, keep going.
I got it. I played it, and man, I love it. I am extremely biased on it. I know it's a lot of the places are giving like a 6 or a 60%. I get it. It makes sense. The gameplay, there's some parts that when you're playing it, it's shoddy. It's not that great. But for me, with the soundtrack's amazing. I love the music, especially, I mean, the whole 70s era. Post-Vietnam, amazing.
Was it in the 70s or is it just 68?
The 60s were Vietnam, but this is post.
Okay. All right.
Or maybe, with the music, it's
in 68. That's fine.
late 60s, early 70s.
Okay.
It's in New Orleans, which, since I moved here, I actually got a feel, playing the game, that it actually kind of felt like New Orleans a little bit, especially the bad driving.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
the bad driving. This is the first game I can play where I'm going around and I get hit by cars all the time. I'm like, that makes sense.
Maybe you're just a bad driver.
Well, Grand Theft Auto, I'd get mad. I'd be like, oh, God, why would you do that? But this game, I'm just like, oh, yeah, you're New Orleans. I get it.
Yeah.
I understand. Character animations are pretty decent, especially if you compare it to, like, Andromeda. You know, the new Mass Effect.
Really? You compared to Andromeda?
Compared to, the animations are great.
Okay.
The expressions, everything's great. The story is a little cliche, but you know what? It's good with the character. I love the character.
Okay.
He is wonderful. The story is awesome. The writing is superb. With the music and the story, I jive with it. And I love that word for this game. I jive with it a lot. Now, I can understand why most people will say it's a 6, so keep in mind it's probably a 6, but for me, it's an 8. And with Grand Theft Auto being out for a few years, and then you play the crap out of it, which Grand Theft Auto has immense ways you can play, Mafia 3, it really hits home with me.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay.
It's definitely an 8.
It's a 6. It's a 6, guys. Look,
I want to argue and say it's stupid, but
if anything, Mafia has shown is it's consistent. The first one sucked. The second one sucked. The third one sucked.
The
third one sucked. The soundtrack's okay. You know, the gameplay's fine. The storyline is just the most cliche thing ever. The only reason why
you talk crap about it, whatever you want, but don't talk crap about the story. The soundtrack.
The soundtrack. I said soundtrack's okay.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, if you're born in that age, I guess that's fine. Anyways, whatever.
You are a millennial.
Older than you, just to be.
We're both millennials.
Sucks. Anyways, the reason I'm even giving it a 6, part of me wants to give it like a 5.5 or just a 5, is because the post-credit scene got me. It made me laugh. So that was an epic moment. Go ahead and say spoilers.
Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
The mention of Kennedy, the Kennedy assassination, it's brought it all of like the cheese factor all home for me. So that just gotta give it the extra 0.5.
4 hours into the game, I saw the Kennedy assassination in the game, so I don't.
Oh no, the people who have you beaten the game yet?
No, I've not.
Oh, I don't really want to spoil it that much for you, but it's not. The spoiler of the game is not that Kennedy gets assassinated. If that's what you're worried about.
Yeah. Oh my God!
Oh my gosh, no, that is not. Once you see the post credit scene, you'll understand what I'm saying. But yeah, it's a lot of weird cheese to it. It's just It's just funny.
Well,
That's all there is to it.
there is some cheese. There's some cheese.
Some cheese.
But
yeah.
my favorite part is like the first couple hours.
Mouse, there should be a mouse at the end of the game. As the freaking main villain, there's so much cheese.
Well, they do it like a documentary. It's like you start out and you have these characters and really well animated. And they talk about the character like it was past tense. And we're talking like in 2000s. So you're looking at the story like it's a documentary about back in the late 60s, 70s. And this is in 2000s.
None of this is that clever, though. Come on. There's been games
I've never seen any game like this.
You've never seen any game like Mafia 3.
No, not like Mafia 3. The story in which they tell it, to where it's now present day, and you're watching a documentary, and you see these people when they're like 70 years old talking about these
Didn't Battlefield have something like this?
No.
Battlefield 1, where they had the old people and then they were showing.
No, that was a Steven Spielberg show. You got the Pacific, and then you have Band of Brothers. That was
I'm talking about Battlefield 1, the video game, when you go back in time and like they have the older people talking about like I survived this because of this and stuff like that.
The way they do it, it was
the exact same. Yeah, it's been done a few times. It's been done before, so that's fine.
It's a really well way of putting it.
Yeah.
Good story.
I think my way, a good way of putting it. It's been done before.
It has a lot.
Yeah, a lot. This is a very cliche game. If you like Grand Theft Auto and you're like, man, I wish this game would suck more, just play Mafia. But anyway, let us know what you think of Mafia and the Mafia series.
What's your favorite weapon?
Oh, the knife. It's a Mafia game.
That's my answer.
Why would you never go? Yeah, you'd always go with
the
knife.
I literally use the knife more than anything else.
Yeah. Why would you not use the knife in any video game? Yeah, that's why the developers give it to you. They give you the ultimate cheat code at the beginning.
What's your favorite knife?
The knife. The one you start with. Anyways.
Yeah, it's the only knife.
Yeah. Weirdo. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe.